Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, and friends of Africa, thank you for extending this invitation to the African Development Bank Group. I would like to commend Nikkei Incorporated, Japan's Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry, and the Indian government for organizing the Japan-India-Africa Business Forum. It comes 7 weeks after the third Japan-Africa Public-Private Economic Forum in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire. Just a few weeks before, the African Development Bank Group hosted the Africa Investment Forum in Rabat, Morocco, where we signed a memorandum of understanding with the Nippon Export and Investment Insurance. I want to thank Japan for its unwavering commitment to Africa's development. Japan is the bank's second largest non-regional shareholder and the fifth largest contributor to the African Development Fund, our concessional financing institution that supports 37 low-income countries in Africa. Under the 8th Tokyo International Conference on African Development, the government of Japan and the African Development Bank Group announced a $5 billion financial cooperation under the 5th phase of the Enhanced Private Sector Assistance for Africa initiative. In 2023, Japan International Cooperation Agency signed a $350 million loan agreement to finance the bank's support for private sector operation in Africa. I would also like to recognize Japan's $10 million contribution to the Alliance for Green Infrastructure in Africa. On 2 occasions last year, President Adesina led a bank delegation to Japan to consolidate our exemplary partnership. Similarly, I would like to thank the Indian government for signing with us a bilateral technical cooperation agreement last year to manage a new trust fund and a further support towards the Bank Africa's Digital Financial Inclusion Facility. Over the last decade, 42 African countries have benefited from about $12 billion of India's credit. Let me also acknowledge India's historic support for the Africa's Union successful membership of the G20. India's participation in this forum marks a significant milestone for Africa. I sincerely thank you for your invaluable partnership that goes beyond development to seizing existing and emerging opportunities, particularly in the context of the African Continental Free Trade Area, which can serve as a perfect conduit to scale up trade between Africa, Japan, and India. Japan and India are already seizing these opportunities. For example, in 2024, Japan's annual trade with Africa was approximately $17.5 billion. For India, trade with Africa has increased 12-fold in the past 2 decades, reaching nearly $100 billion in 2023. According to the 2024 Macroeconomic Performance and Outlook, Africa accounted for 11 of the 20 fastest growing economies in the world. Our 10-year strategy places the private sector at the heart of the bank's work. Given our excellent partnership with government, solid expertise, and prioritization of private sector development in Africa, the African Development Bank Group is in a strategic position to facilitate public-private partnership. Africa is undoubtedly a continent of abundant opportunities, and the bank is best placed to guide your business expansion on critical sectors such as agriculture, manufacturing, energy, infrastructure, digital financial inclusion, pharmaceutical, and trade. Our Asia External Representation Office, based in Tokyo, is available to support Japanese and Indian businesses with your engagement with the bank and the region. This Japan-India-Africa Business Forum has come at an opportune moment, strengthening our partnership and opening a new chapter of cooperation. As you say in Japan, A single arrow is easily broken, but not 10 in a bundle. Together, we can achieve the future we all envision. Thank you very much.